Alright, yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brexaround, guys, another video for today. And of course, in today's video, we're going to talk about the new Revelations Prologue, which of course ended up releasing today. I am so hyped. Literally, it is a crazy story because I was in the middle of math class. Actually, I was completing all my work. I got on my phone, I checked Twitter, and I seen these images. I was like, what is going on? I checked YouTube, and there it was. And I still had 2 hours of school left, and I had to wait like 3 hours. And of course, I'm finally here making this video, and the trailer is absolutely amazing, or the prologue. Literally, I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is so crazy. But anyway, this is a breakdown of it, not doing every single little detail, such as like little Easter eggs and stuff like that, but I just want to point out the main key things in this course. Is possibly like a long video, but let's pretty much just get right into it right now. Dr. Monty says, let's recap for a minute. Then we of course pan down to a lush, is amazing, just filled green. The colors are amazing. It is the house where the children are, and Maxis and Dr. Monty, of course, are. And he goes on to say, I wanted to create a land, or really have a place where he will be separated from all of this evil, and you know, it really won't get to them, and they can stay there and live out their days. And he goes on to talk about, as we just move through the house, Dr. Monty's opened the doors and talks about the kid versions of our characters. There is now Samantha, Eddie, Takio, Dempsey, and Nikolai, kid versions of each other, which is absolutely amazing. I was gonna make a video talking about the possibility of that happening, but I was like, nah, they wouldn't do that. That's pretty dumb. But it turns out to be, they're of course playing with Ascension Rocket and stuff like that, and they just look absolutely amazing. And of course, we see Fluffy right there. You know, make sure Fluffy's there, because you know, this storyline will not be where it is if it wasn't for Fluffy. True story, by the way. And then Dr. Monty goes on to say that things got bad, of course, when our characters came back through like the rift, and of course went through the teleporter. We see Maxis for the first time, but I don't believe this is his original body. I mean, it may be. I'll make a future video talking about more in depth of this, but anyway, regardless, this is Maxis. Of course, he doesn't speak or anything. Richtofen does not talk as well, but of course they just hug it out, of course, with that bromance. Of course, they had seen each other, and then pretty much just best friends. Pretty much Richtofen and Maxis have like a father-son connection. And then Richtofen pulls out the summoning key. Of course, they got done with their journey, and then Maxis kind of looks at it strangely, and he hears these voices, and he kind of loses it for a couple seconds, and of course snaps back in it. And of course they go on to destroy the machine. Of course, Richtofen axes it, and Maxis, of course, is just taking it apart. Of course, that is a time machine. They really don't want to have nothing with it, anything entering from other realms, just stuff like that. So we go on to Dr. Monty talking about Maxis messing everything up. Now, of course, this isn't his fault. He's just pretty much going insane. Of course, he hears these voices. He's kind of like asleep or reading a book, just sitting down in a chair. Really not sure if he was asleep, but of course he hears these voices go down to the basement, of course, where the teleporter was originally, when we see Richtofen and Maxis hug it out. He picks up the summoning key on a table, but I just want to say, why in the world is the summoning key just sitting there on a table? It's one of the most powerful artifacts in every single universe in the entire zombie storyline, and they're just leaving it out on the table. Like, they would think that would they like set it down or put it in a safe or something. Like, come on, man, like, what are y'all guys doing? But of course, you know, we need this for the plot of the map. So Maxis hears voices, and of course he picks it up and kind of like attracted to his hand. He hears more voices, somebody saying, I can save the universe, and he does that, and what happens is remarkable. It is crazy. What happens is he gets pretty much sucked into it, even though he doesn't have a soul, because Dr. Monty, of course, says that he only has his brain, and that's what I was telling him I was going to make a separate video talking about. So this pretty much happens, and of course we see somebody come out and catch it midair. That is an amazing shot. I'm just gonna lie, like, literally, summoning key was midair, and some guy just catches it. He goes on to talk about, I had no idea that the Shadow Man, of course, was in the summoning key. We see the great reveal of the Shadow Man. He just literally floating in midair, destroying stuff, opening doors, and he walks up to this mound right here, and of course releases his hands out into the air, and he opens up a dimension. We see this blue planet type thing, which I'm gonna make a video, of course, what it actually is. And of course, it's just a big giant ball of weaponized, or element 115, and pretty much everything just goes to crap, dude. Literally, it's like an earthquake going on. Everything's getting destroyed, and of course we see that the apothecans are going to be released. They're released, and of course we see this, and it seems that the entire landscape of the map is just teleported to a complete different dimension, or like inside of space. But what I want y'all guys to note out is right here actually is possibly what the map we're going to be playing on is. Now we kind of see things are related to Barry, Shangri-La, possibly even Origins. We see buildings and stuff like that, and it really does remind me of the, of course, Revelations trailer or kind of teaser sneak peek that we seen yesterday, and possibly this is the playable area of the map. We're just seeing it and everything is kind of bunched up together, and of course we do see that. And then Dr. Monty, and then the Shadow Man is of course back into his apothecary more like form. He looks back into the window of the house and he looks at our characters, and of course Dr. Monty speaking to them. He goes on to say these are the apothecants, the most evil, not just evil, the most evil of anything he ever known about. He knows these creatures are lethal and deadly, and of course we go on to see that these apothecants are like spitting or like kind of similar working like the one weapon on the map Shadows the Evil. They of course are going up to this blue planet, getting the element 115 out of it, kind of sucking it in, and of course teleporting it out to several dimensions or universes. And this possibly could be the reason of course for the various meteors like in Shangri-La or just stuff like that. And this is very interesting that possibly Shadow Man's been playing along with his whole element 115, trying to bring out zombies, trying to do this whole entire thing, and of course get the apothecants back, and of course just take over the entire universe. And it's pretty much it. Of course we do end up seeing Noct and zombies are coming forward. We see the doors open. Dr. Monty closes it behind our characters. Our four characters are sitting there like we have to do this, you know, even though they really don't say anything throughout the whole entire trailer. And it pretty much just flashes out to the of course map pack DLC number 4 Salvations, which of course is going to be released on the 6th of next month. Of course exactly 12 days. Cannot wait for this map pack. And if anybody wants to do the Easter egg on the Rise and Rocket and Shadows of Evil, I really appreciate it because I need that done ASAP before the map of course does end up releasing. And of course unfortunately there is no Resurrection 2.0. Of course 4 multiplayer map, and of course zombies, and the map thing is just of course zombies. But anyway, this is the conclusion of the video. The video has been recording for about 8 minutes now, so the video is probably going to be trimmed down possibly 6 or 7. But I hope every single last one of you guys did of course enjoy this video. Drop a like if you guys are hyped for Revelations. Had an amazing day, and peace out.